Hey, what's up, guys? Give me a second.
Against pistols, but even in that previous round, in that 3-on-2, how aggressively they got up mid, and then once they get the bomb planted, everyone goes back to just really solid fundamental Counter-Strike, giving up no mistakes. coldzera being very vocal. It's interesting, we saw on Train NIP win that first pistol round and then call a timeout. They're now down 6-0, and they haven't called the timeout quite yet.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd at least pull a trigger one time this early on, just try and salvage this half.
This is on the verge of spiraling completely out of control. We saw NIP do this kind of banana take as well, where they set up 2 Molotovs and banana that can trap players and funnel them into a position for Get Right to be the aggressor. But, you know, the smoke coming out from MBR top caller has kind of slowed that down. Now the fire has faded, and Get Right, that's a fight he might not want to be involved in, but I take it back. 4 kills for Get Right and Rez. Great sequence. MIBR put on the back foot for the first time in this game.
And that's the kind of play that can really spur on the rest of the team. Can so2 take the wind out the sails, though? Nip in desperate need of motivation, inspiration.
And money.
And money.
It all comes down to money, Vince.
so2, Molotov in hand. Still plenty of time. Just under a minute. Could isolate the 2 ninjas in Banana, but now a third has joined them. Sprayed, connects onto Forrest, who peeks by himself. so2 is low, but he's doing so much work in this round. He's going to go down, but 2 kills there is significant.
And now NIP have to build upon that round. They're going to have to drop a couple guns over, as you said. Yeah, that is beautiful. Good coordination between Get Right and Rez. We've seen them do a pretty solid job in Banana all through this event when we've seen them on Inferno. Obviously, here has been a rough start. We'll see if they can stabilize. That's a battle that's going to be fought frequently.
Agent Dennis has joined us.
I always wanted to be a secret agent when I grew up. So, fair play. Here we go again, towards Banana. Smoke deep for NIP, Molotovs as well, but Rez is taking too much nade damage. They can't possibly fight for that. Get Right has to back away because Rez will not want to be aggressive. Surely they don't extinguish that and go through it. More nades towards mid, so, oh, heavy nades towards mid. Fur is put back, so maybe his aggression will be tempered in this round. This is a pretty even affair in an all-important round 8, where NIP must win it to stabilize.
This is one of the main ways that Cloud9 really punctured down MIBR. Their grenade use was absolutely spot on when they played each other. HE's constantly landing in the face of these pushes. Maybe a way for Nip to claw the way back in is to stall the engages, slow this down a little bit. Get Right now going to take the same position that Rez did in the round prior. Yielded them 4 kills, but he is by himself. Now Rez is making a move on 33 health. Oh no. Get Right may get stuck. He's worried about Molotovs and flashbang.
Now they're all low. A very doable retake for NIP.
See what they can do, guys.
A grenade could finish off Fur, and indeed it does. With so2 and coldzera both a gust of wind away from death. You'd fancy Forrest and Dennis to clutch this. Surely this is their moment. Surely this is their time to get 3 in a row. Down goes so2. coldzera. Similar situation to Fur. Similar HP to Fur. Spins across. Can't connect on either head. And that's going to be all she wrote for round 9, with the ninjas taking a third for themselves. But again, it's another bomb plant and defuse.
Another bomb plant defuse. Another 3 players gone. Thankfully, NIP, because they have, I mean, they're just barely hanging on in terms of being able to drop weapons and still have the nades picked up. The nades have been doing so much work for them in Banana, even when they're not winning the fights cleanly. making for some easy cleanups at times. Taco had to be the aggressor in every situation there, and he almost pulls it off for MIBR. Another buy in this round for the Brazilian side, and there'll be another buy in the next round. So just not needing to save whatsoever must feel so good for them.
What's up, everyone? That's
It's going to feel pretty good for
on
the Swedes, though.
YouTube, Twitch.
Another opening pick
Wherever
and
you
more
guys
nade
are.
damage.
Make sure to leave a like, follow,
MIBR keep posturing on
and
the
to
banana. At what point
subscribe
do they
if you
decide,
guys
okay,
are
look,
enjoying
this
the
isn't
content.
working anymore.
I will be
It's getting
playing
a bit stale.
what's
Dennis
it
on
called?
court.
Stand Up 2
Needs
in
to
a
establish
little
the crossfire. A little bit too slow to save Lecro's life, but at least stymies the push. Smokeout 2 is going to delay even longer. Forrest with a spray connects onto Fallen. This is looking much, much better for NIP.
Get Right and Rez have done a great job at Banana. That's going to allow their teammates over at A, all completely blind, but Coldzera can't find him. That's awkward. Looked a little bit weird. That's not where he wanted to land. Or not where he wanted his aim to be when he landed, and now a double peek. Get Right finishes it off. A double kill for him, a double kill for Forrest. Finally, NIP can feel a little bit more comfortable. I think, to answer your question, MIBR is okay with that kind of Banana presence. I think they want to maintain that throughout, because remember, just a few rounds into the game, after they'd won at the B bomb site a couple times, NIP stacked Banana, and they just did a knockout punch up A. Right through the smoke, they just pop flashed it, and even though it was a grinded out round, it was effective in getting them into the site and putting them in a position to win. But now, due to a clean win, perhaps, MIBR does kind of lessen that pressure on Banana early on. They say, all right, now we're pretty confident you're going to have all the nades and all the Molotovs. But the other thing this is gonna do to NIP is they're going to use so many nades in Banana early on. Rez threw his last piece of nade right there. So did Get Right. Neither of them have anything to use for the mid or late round.
Plus, once the smoke clears, they know MIBR are still going to have a buy, so you can't really stay at the bottom of Banana. Flashbang neutralizes you, can get Molotovs onto logs, onto the close right side, the alcove.
Yeah, they've kind of, that attack on Banana every single round has really shattered the discipline of Rez and Get Right in terms of their utility. Even some of those flashbangs that are thrown, that last one that Lecro threw, they weren't even using it for anything. It was just like, I'm going to throw this flashbang just to keep MIBR scared. Taco. Not expecting two players to be holding over towards Halls. But that information at least allows Fur to make the aggressive play. And now MIBR, 3 players head over towards Banana to exploit the lack of nades.
This could come down to Fur's timing. If he can peek out and keep Get Right into Arch side, the lack of utility is going to be a burden. He hasn't pushed just yet. Flashbang used. But it actually wrecks Dennis. Coldzera just sprays through the smoke. Rez taking a bit of burn damage too. I'm pretty sure they heard that. They know he's towards the back side of the site somewhere. It's just about finding out where. Get Right though will pierce through the smoke, finds himself a kill. Lecro traded out. A 3-on-3. But now the Ninja's actually pulling Get Right back. I think they assumed this was some kind of a fake and it's going to cost them dearly. Forrest is stuck in library. He can't do anything.
That is so sick from MIBR. What a nasty round. Rez even gets baited out of his position. With the time running down, he makes that play because he sees that smoke that we talked about early on that MIBR has been loving to throw in the front of the bomb site. They planted in it a number of times against Cloud9, and Rez just spams it, hoping much different from just waiting far back passively, not even attacking a bomb site until 18 seconds. This one, they get the bomb site, and let the clock run down before making their move.
It really is a balancing act. We've seen two very opposite sides of that. The Cloud9 performance, way too slow. Yeah. Shooting themselves in the foot. This time around, that was slick. Very well played indeed. And MIBR regain their winning ways. 7-4, already 7 rounds on the T half.
It's great. They're so happy. And I mean, part of it is they haven't had to save. Even during NIP winning 4 in a row, they got 2 plants during that stretch, and they had so much money built up that they could buy everything they wanted through a losing bonus, or through the losing streak. Makes it so difficult for the defense where you never get a reprieve from the pressure. NIP has bended. They haven't broken yet. But they're on the verge of it. I think this round, if MIBR wins it and NIP cannot buy in the next, they're just going to run the score up.
MIBR looking to snap onto A. Heavy presence from the counter-terrorists here, though. Swedes have 3 players on this site, with Rez watching Arch. So this leaves Get Right alone with the UMP, so he could feel a little bit vulnerable over that. Rez now going to have a look towards Arch. Is he going to peek? Could this just come down to timing? Could this entire round rest on his shoulders? Perhaps so. He's going to back away though. Molotov out. Fur is going to go straight in. He can sense weakness, but decides better of it because he knows there's a crossfire established. Lekro gets 2 with an MP9 of all weapons, but now it's going to start to bounce back in the favor of MIBR. Dennis on an island all alone. He is marooned on a site, and he's been found and franked, leaving Rez now with the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he will crumble.
That's the kind of pressure you like to see Fur applying. Running in through the archway, showing presence, acting like he's going to chase down the kill and backing up when the fight isn't in his favor. That halts the rotation entirely. Get Right realizes the danger Dennis is in and is just trying desperately to get to him to be able to provide some kind of support. And Fur's just waiting. 15 kills, 14 on Cold Zera, over 100 ADR for the both of them.
You're saying that the ninjas were bending, but they hadn't broke just yet. Well, I think we've reached that point, Moses.
Yeah, they just snapped like a twig.
Under the foot of Made in Brazil. Play stacked up mid. Lekro's got 2. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
All right, well, everyone take a deep breath. The game is still going on, so we'll cast it from our monitors. We got Phelps heading into this B bomb site. He's going to pick off Dennis. It's a 2 on, well, actually, it's a 1 on, no, it's 2 on 1 in the favor of MIBR. At this B bomb site, the bomb did just get planted. It's Get Right who salvaged an AK-47, and we're back.
Some radio broadcasting for a few moments there, but Get Right, as you say, 1 on 2, 21 health to his name, doesn't want to go for it. And remember, it was pistols. Lekro landed a couple of tasty 1-digs. I think there was a team kill in amongst it as well. I think Dennis shot someone in the back of the head. But whichever way you spin it, MIBR are going to have a 9-4 lead. That much is for certain. AK saved would be a pretty healthy bonus.
It's about the only positive thing that NIP have going for them. And the utility that Get Right is salvaged. You can see there, actually a good amount of utility that he wanted to spend cash on. So he can drop that AK-47 over likely to Dennis, so that Dennis can have more nades and maybe an extra kit. NIP need these last 2. Good shooting from Lekro. You're right, Dennis did take out Forrest. A couple of deeks. It's the 2 heavy hitters for MIBR, but just not enough to really fight for that round. So Op in Lekro's hands. Op in Fallen's hands as well.
Is this the first time we've seen an AWP on T side here?
He had a couple rounds ago.
Oh, okay. Not too many times. I didn't expect the T side to go very aggressively. Nothing tentative, nothing nervy about this play from Fallen. Someone loves it in the crowd. And he's been killed anyway.
You do like to see Fallen going for those kinds of plays. Probably feels a little bit of freedom with this kind of a lead. That could evaporate pretty quick. Lekro gets 1 with the AWP and Get Right as well on Phelps. It's just Cold Zera, and he can pretty much do nothing. Down to 25 HP. He's hoping someone peeks into his crosshair. He's going to get obliged, but not ready for it. He moved just at the wrong moment. 5 to 9. I mean, I give fair play to NIP. I know he just said they kind of broke like a twig. And they have to a certain degree, but the fact that this isn't just a complete blowout of MIBR just running them over is really, really impressive from the Ninjas.
Yeah, again, this is where the veterans, the older players that have been around the block, need to have that presence for the youngsters. They've shown time and time again they're a tenacious bunch of players, though, this core lineup. We've seen some pretty sick comebacks, actually, over the duration of this major. This would be definitely up there. A map behind, 9-4 at one stage behind with the Ninjas on their CT side. If they come back from this, I'll have all the respect. Forrest, though, going to find the first and the final round of the half. And if Nip can pick up a 6th, this is still very much on the table.
Yeah, it'd be doable, wouldn't it? You'd be happy with that, considering the beatdown they took. It's been a solid run. Lekro waiting. can't make any assumptions. We've seen MIBR pop flash through the smoke and blow up towards brackets a number of times. Lecro is there for those, so using his utility before he knows what's coming just to delay as long as possible.
Well, this is where Rez's position is so important. He has huge amounts of intel for the rest of his team perched up on the wall. Now he needs to back away, does get the kill. And get rights in it, lend a helping hand. If Fallen isn't careful here, he will get taken down, and that's going to be the case. I think at first he was posturing for a pop flash, but then realized, oh, hold on, there's no one else up here on Banana. So they're on the app side.
And Fur, that Molotov and the tag from the AWP through the wall is going to funnel him right towards Forest. That's the shot coldzera wanted. Just missed the timing on it. Now what's left for them to do is cross their fingers and jump out, but they're completely blinded, and Fur goes out. coldzera still here. Forest is going to finish that off. So the half ends 9-6. NIP, they weathered the storm as best they could. It's not bad, but they're still in a hole that they need to dig out of come the second half. We're heading to a break. When we come back, we'll see if...
Okay, let's find out. Going on break. Let's do this. Nani? Okay, cool. I'm lagging. Good enough. Oh my god, dude. Of course, he's in my fucking spawn, like little bitch. I'm so bad. No, stop. I got. Dude, I couldn't even shoot. Get the fuck out of my spawn, nigga. Move. I love how my team gets in my way every time I play this game, dude. It's so annoying. Okay, I'm pulling on A. I can't snipe, dude. Not 1-0 from here. Dude, I can't even move because my team keeps getting in my way. Dude, 0! Please stop running and gunning! Dude, if this doesn't stop, I'm ending the stream. I literally can't play with this lag. Cool. God damn, stop camping, nigga! So ass. Sick of fucking ass players, dude. I love how he's the only one killing me, dude. Again, he's the only one killing me. Dude, what the fuck is my team? I just did 91 fucking damage, nigga. There's nothing I can do. My team is so bad. They're letting us get spawn trapped. Dude, move out of my way. So tired of this. Oh my god. Move. I want to get killed. I don't want to get spawn trapped because you can stay out of my way. This is so unfair, dude. Like, I can't get out of my spawn right now. Chorus! Team can't even watch shit. Go AFK, please. I'm not doing this shit, dude. Literally, I can't deal with ass teams anymore. It ain't that hard for you guys to get some brains and fucking play this game. Out of my spawn. So done with ass teams, bro. snub. Now I'm gonna start being toxic because I'm done with these fucking kind of kids. It's not fair when you get ass teams, dude, honestly. I literally can't aim right now, dog. I literally can't aim right now, dude. Again, I'm about to get sponsored out because this team can't watch shit. Dude, I'm about to quit my fucking shit, nigga. Of course, just keep camping in the tower. It's not good. That's why you fucking get sponsored up, kid. Fuck you! It's P90, dude! It is not fun playing against this kind of shit, dude. They're literally just camping now, dude. How much damage do I have to do to a kid? Fix your servers, fucking Axel Bolt. How are you not dead? How are you not dead? How are you not dead? Stop using P90, kid. Your ass. Again, I'm getting stuck in fucking walls, dude. This is the fucking problem with this game. I literally do not like this game right now. Please die when I shoot at you. Do not let people kill yourself. That makes no sense why I just fucking said. I'm pissed off, dude. Again, I can't do shit. My team's not. The team looks the same direction I look. That's why I'm dying. And this is why I'm getting pissed off. I'm done. I'm trying now, dude. It's not fun playing against P90s and M16s and AK-12s and fucking auto shotties. But you know, people are too, where they have nerfed it. Dude, my team just can't stay out of my way. You guys just seen it for yourself. Fucking dumbass. Really, dude. You know what? I'm stupid down on the real level. I'm done. I'm done. Move out of my fucking way. Fuck you, dude. Done with your asses in this fucking game. Really, dude? Nice. You might have fucking aimbot, dude. There's no way you play 2 fingers and know that shit. You need to stop using a P90, kid. Seriously, it's not a fucking rifle. Use a fucking rifle, kid. Seriously, it's annoying how you kids play. Fuck you. Stop using P90, little noob. What the actual fuck, bro? Every time I play this game, it gets worse and fucking worse. I'm bad right now, dude. Oh yeah. Bet noobs that are watching me right now love to fucking see this. Dude, you see that? That's literally a double peak right there. That's BS. And they're not even VC and they're doing that shit. Down with this shit, dog. Okay, this better get me better at the fucking video game, dude. Of course. Oh, cool. Fucking P90 user.
Counter-terrorists win. Bomb has been planted.